What up homeboys, you can see me right here in Tyr's hand. It's been a while and we got a lot to talk about because as you can see right there in the horizon, there is something that changed. Yes, this is the Seasonal Discovery PTR and there is quite a few news. We are getting an actual Phase 7 and ironically, after they said that it was like a complicated manner and they refused to confirm it, I don't know why, just to kill the hype, but we are getting legitimate content now again, which seems to be the Scarlet raid, which will happen right about here. Shadow Barrier, huh? For some reason, after duplicating my character, it doesn't let me... I didn't get my bars back, so I'm gonna have to fight from my spellbook here. Give me a minute. I am not gonna lie, okay? This character got abandoned in Phase 5. I am very nostalgic about the character look, okay? The Spyro Shield and the Maladat. There was something to be said about that, okay? I know it sucks. So if you take a look at the minimap, there is actually nothing behind here, so it is an ironic portal to the raid. I am not sure if this building was as is in the old game. I think it was not. They did some changes to the mapping here, but why is this important? There has been a bit of a whirlwind of change in Classic WoW, especially in SoD. This year has been a very trying year for WoW. Actually no, like 2024 was an amazing year for WoW Classic, but the rumor of the street between all the YouTubers and the streamers was that we were gonna get a Classic announcement at the Warcraft Direct, a Classic Plus announcement instead of Anniversary. Nobody expected it to come soon, mind you, but people expected it to be some sort of teaser or something like that to confirm to everybody Classic Plus is on development. Now that didn't happen, and once again, according to the buying of the rumors of the streamers, it seems like it was a pretty rushed decision, a last minute decision, likely not by the actual Classic development team, but either marketing or PR or somebody higher up than that. Microsoft themselves could have a hand in this. Since then, we have seen through LinkedIn posts and other information that's publicly available that the Classic development team has grown quite a bit. I am not aware of how much it has grown, but people are saying that the headcount at Classic has really increased, and that would indicate that some Classic project has hit full production, and that's why, you know, pre-production is over, they know what they want to do and they are cranking it. So there may very well be a Classic Plus coming eventually after all, in a long while. If you want more credible evidence, well, I got this one to you. The BlizzCon announcement is not for this year. We just got this announcement.
It begins. Let me show you how it's done.
What was lost can be found again.
There it is, and... there you go, September 2026, like the tail end of 2026. If they had a major announcement coming soon, that would mean they would do a BlizzCon this year, so given how Seasonal Discovery was announced and it came out a month afterwards, I think it's gonna be pretty similar to that. We're gonna get something in that sense late 2026. And that brings us to this zone, New Avalon. This is an entirely changed thing from Seasonal Discovery and it is a sanctuary. I don't know if you could see that when I zoned in, but this place is blue. That means that other factions, the Alliance, cannot attack me. And it is a new zone specifically made for SoD. It's gonna be packed full of new content. I am not quite aware of the new content yet. I'm gonna have to keep figuring out on the next couple of days, guys. I just beat Monster Hunter Wilds and I got bored of it, so I guess my month vacation ends. Wow, this guy slap. Yeah, those are SoD monsters right there. Those are SoD mobs, level 62. And I'm sorry, I really didn't keep up with WoW news for like a month. I was grinding that game. But this place actually tells a story of something that got almost scrapped and then it didn't. This entire zone, this entire row of content, the entire phase almost, was not supposed to come out in SoD. But the plans changed, things got moved. A year, given to the backlash that the lack of announcements got to the community, I think Blizzard were forced to throw us a bone for SoD. So this content that would have been repurposed for Classic Plus has come back. in SoD form. Now there are some signs of the unfinished zone aesthetic in here, and you can see right there this little end of the world. The textures in this mountain are not quite right. If I am not mistaken, there is gonna be some sort of new crafting station in here that you are gonna need to do your specific gear from this tier, like, you know, the Dark Iron Forge. But yes, look at that. That's funny. And there's a lighthouse over there. Oh, was this in the base game? It looks like it was, because there is actual a land bridge. Where does this take us? Nowhere. I guess you're gonna have to do a quest or something to get there. We saw the Arthas model in the data mines. We saw several Warcraft or Rato the Lich King-ish things in the models of the data mines long ago, like we're talking 4 or 5 months ago. And that's important because this zone, New Avalon, is what would eventually become Acherus. That's the Death Knight starting zone. You remember when you made a Death Knight in Rato the Lich King, how you would go here and kill a bunch of Scarlet guys for the quest. That was like the starter quest for all the Death Knights. Well, this is the zone, so we might get some nice new lore. If I recall correctly as well, this little land bridge in here would eventually be the dock, because the Scarlet in Rato the Lich King, they had a dock. At the end of the quest line, they would take a boat and escape, and that's the Scarlet expedition, whatever that was in Rato the Lich King. So there is quite a few opportunities for exploring the lore in some really interesting ways. Let's be honest here, guys. People love the Warcraft 3 lore. People really love Arthas. That's not gonna change. There is also a locked gate in here, which I assume will be open later on. If you see right there, we can take a peek at it. Look at that fire. What could possibly be going here? The Scourge. Given what we know from what happened in the future, because this is set in vanilla, this may very well be the first attack of the Scourge in starting the entire Death Knight story. I am gonna waste my time a little bit. I am gonna see if I can climb all the way there. Probably not. I wanna believe that the people that make SoD are kinda smart. Good one, right? Okay, let's see. Okay, you can go there. Ooh. Okay, I can sneak there. Oh, they put an invisible wall. You sassy. You sneaky Blizzard. We can take a good look here though. That tower, look at that thing. That has to be new. Okay, those are the docks that they used to escape to Northrend. There you go. You can see those right there. Way out in the back, really blurry. That should be the dock that they used to escape all the way to Northrend at the end of the Death Knight campaign. You can see, I think that is a ship in construction, foreshadowing. Somebody paid attention. There is a bunch of destroyed trees, and that gate is knocked over. There is fire and a knocked over gate and a partially destroyed building. That would indicate an attack. I think it is pretty obvious the kind of plot they are gonna go for here. Look at that untextured mountain right here. Yeah, you can tell this was hastily thrown in. Okay, these trees are from an unused map. I got an old video showing you the dead mines from the outside. There's a bunch of secret zones. These trees were supposed to be in the Emerald Dream that were never actually in the game. It was a cancelled zone from Vanilla WoW. Weird choice that they went for those assets. I think there's gonna be some sort of maze in here. Maybe like Azora's Tower kinda deal. The tower is close too. Oh. What just killed me? What? Okay, it says I just fell down and died, but I could clearly see a ray. Okay, so I think the tree doesn't want me to go there. I was gonna tell you, there's a dragon statue right there. That statue was another asset that was lost. It was used in Ashara Crater, a cancelled battleground. So they are using a bunch of existing assets from cancelled zones from Vanilla, which I think that's a pretty clear wink wink. We got you, bro. We know what's up, you know. I like those details. You can see right there, that dragon. Will I die again if I come back? Let's see. Okay, no. That dragon. Yep. So yeah, we might see some interesting stuff. Now, where I was going with this. Should we just run in droves to go back to SoD because we are so back, baby? I do not think that's as simple as you might think. On the one side, what does it cost you? It would seem it's gonna cost you very little. There is plenty of catch-up mechanics, and most likely by the time this phase comes out, you are gonna get all the gear that you need to clear this raid on day one, which people are gonna be happy about. There's that new dungeon, Karasan Crypts, which you can do for gear pretty quickly. There is a lot of other things. So if you do want to try out the new raid, there is plenty of ways to do that. You definitely got room for that. It's not too late. Now, the better question that you should get out to me is, should we commit to SoD? And in my opinion, getting a new raid doesn't change the entire value proposition of SoD at all, and the reason that I was very skeptical of the future of SoD at all, and that simple reason is, we got no clear confirmation of what is happening, okay? There is no amount of aggressive comments telling me, assuring me that he got something on the works that is gonna make me feel confident that committing to SoD is gonna have a future. Now, if Agren came out and said, we have planned several phases of content for SoD, like very explicitly, I think that would be believable. I would be happy with that. That would be about all I need out of Blizzard to believe that they are actually committed to maintaining SoD. That's not what we heard. We keep hearing we got something in the works, we got something in the works. Note how it is so ambiguous. You can take it as meaning we are working on a different project, which is what they are actually doing, in my opinion. I am gonna tell you exactly the amount of commitment that I think SoD is gonna deserve, for lack of a better word. Everybody's gonna tune in, everybody's gonna try out the new raid, and then we are probably not gonna care anymore, because Blizzard has shown that they do not really care about what happens to SoD anymore. They are done. They keep saying it's an experiment, it's an experiment. Well, do not be surprised when people do not feel confident that you're gonna keep maintaining a game where you keep calling it an experiment for something for later, and then you start working on that something for later. Either way, I do not see a reason not to try it out. I do not see a reason not to try out Phase 8, and I will try it out. Should you give up on Anniversary? Should you give up on, I don't even know, Cataclysm? Should you give up on all those other things just to give up, just to come to SoD? No, I think that would be very foolish. In a month after Phase 8 comes out, I am pretty confident there is not gonna be a lot more to do with SoD ever. They said we are getting SoD Anniversary, like a SoD era preservation server. You might wanna check that out, I guess. I think it is very unlikely that Classic Plus will continue off the same servers, because Blizzard knows that the way to get hype is to do a hard reset of the game, so they are gonna do a hard reset of the game for Classic Plus, whatever they call it. What should go on your consideration though is subscribe, join the Discord, and thank you for watching.